and Kush, and on this episode of Kush and Konvo, we have the hilariously funny, extremely talented internet sensation himself, Frank Lucas, in the building. Tune into this episode as we discuss his newfound celebrity, his skits, his music, his feelings on the state of hip-hop, and just his personal life overall. So, crank, I finally got you on the show. How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm well. So, let's tell the people, for those who don't know you, who you are and what you do.
I'm Frank Lucas, the Rapducer. That means I'm a rapper, producer, engineer, graphic designer, comedian, viral video maker, director, editor. I wear so many hats. I'm a food critic, sports analysis, musician.
Nigga does everything.
I do everything.
So one-stop fucking shop. So that's what Rapducer means? It means all of those things?
Yeah, I think we're going to have to add a whole lot of different letters to Rapducer, but Rapducer is working for right now. So.
Okay. And so how long have you been doing this Rapducer, or how long have you been doing music?
When did Biggie die?
1997.
That's when I started. Not because he died, but I
was about to say that you like when he passed, you was like, oh, I'm Biggie now. Nah. Because I recently saw you do a skit and you kind of really embodied him when you did You Can Get the Ghost bars.
I try to show all the people past and present love, so like Biggie is definitely one of them. Like I fuck with Biggie, you know what I'm saying? Tupac, you know what I mean? Like I show all hip hop legends love, so I try to embody everybody.
Okay. And so although you've been doing music for a very long time, a lot of people have caught on to you or know who you are based on your sketches that you do. Mm-hmm. And I'd like to say happy skitversary. You just came up on a year.
Yeah.
Maybe a couple days ago.
Yeah.
You did. Yeah. So how do you feel about that? Did you think it was going to take off the way it did a year later?
I'm glad it did. Shit, I got bills. I'm glad it took off. I'm glad it did something.
So when you did the first one, like, was it just like, I'm gonna do this one because I wanted to do it? And did you, when you did that, did you have a plan of doing this over the span?
My partner that I work with, was constantly in my ear, like, young, you need to make content for online. You know what I'm saying? Use your personality. Still promote your music and your beats and everything, but use your personality. I had no idea I was going to do like an actual sketch.
Okay.
You know, but eventually I had the idea to do it, and I was like, all right, let's see how this does, and it blew up.
Okay.
And then I did another one, and that one blew up even more. So it was just, I was addicted to it from that point on. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. And I've seen that it actually has been a great tool to market your beats that you sell.
Exactly.
And let people know that you actually do music. Because I read your comments a lot, and people are like, you should do an album, you should do it. And people will respond like he did, Crank responsibly.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of people who are unaware that you really do music, that it's not just comedy and you making fun or parody of, you know, the music that's out there. You actually do it. So,
well, you know, not everybody graduated high school.
not everybody graduated middle school. Because goddamn, I mean, at that point, you can't put 2 and 2 together, and you still getting tired, nigga. But so I see that it has been a great tool. How has that increased your business as producing beats, selling them, things like that?
You know, I already had like beats online that I was marketing and putting videos together with the beats to showcase them, had the website and everything set up. But before I started doing skits, I realized a long time ago, if you watch like funny videos and stuff online, you hear music in them.
Right.
And that catches people's attention. So that's like a working formula that I just employed. Once it came to me doing the skits, it's like, all right, this is my beat. This is actually me rapping. You know, I knew people would enjoy it, but it blew up.
It blew up. You literally put a video up last night, and I was going to do some more research for today's interview, and it had only been up an hour, and it had 7,000 views in an hour. I said, this nigga's famous.
Yeah.
Like, how do you deal with that newfound celebrity? Like, when you're out, and people are like, oh my God, that's Frank Lucas, because you're so known from your sketches. Like, how do you deal with that?
Man, I be chilling, man. I'm real humble. You know what I'm saying? Like, when it comes to certain people, sometimes you gotta flex your celebrity. Like, yes, that is me. But overall, like, I'm just blessed to be in this position. You know what I'm saying? I'm blessed to have everything working for me the way it's working, and I'm hungry. I'm motivated. Like, I still ain't got no Grammys. I still ain't got no helicopter. You know what I'm saying? I still ain't got no mansion. So Once I get to that point, then I'll be a little bit more satisfied. But I'm hungry.
So when you get that helicopter, you feel like, and then you done something. Make sure I get a ride. I always wanted to ride with my friends in the helicopter. I took a helicopter ride over Vegas one day. We had to pay for it. Like if I knew somebody who owned it, that's boss and shit. What you doing? We're drinking that copter.
Yeah,
we coptering through the city. Oh, you want us to pull up on 8th Street? Tell them let us fly the copter over.
Look, it's a nice spot on 8th Street. I would just love to land my chopper right in the middle of that motherfucker.
So with this Newfound Celebrity, you've had a lot of celebrity shout-outs.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you feel about it? Like, how did you feel about it when the first one came through? You're like, is this a fake account?
I mean, nah, you know it's real, but I just be like, young, I appreciate that, you know what I'm saying? But is y'all trying to get some beats? Like, y'all can share the videos, okay? It ain't funny, nigga. You got an album coming out. I know you need some tracks, man. Holla at me. Like, it's cool though. It's really a blessing. You know what I'm saying? A lot of comedians have shared the work. Different artists have shared the work. Different famous people have reached out to me like, you know, I love what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing what you're doing. And like I said, it's a beautiful thing. It's a very humbling thing because it's like that's the power of the internet. It just connects everybody together. You know what I'm saying?
Correct. I saw. I think it was Mike Will made it. And I can't remember the other producer. I think it was Zayto. Was it Zayto? It was two producers like going, like kind of chatting underneath your video you posted last night. I was like, again, as a spectator of it, I'm like, this nigga's famous. Like that's what I'm saying to myself.
They were chatting on my video?
Yes, they were. It was Michael made it and somebody else. I want to say it was Zayto.
You need to show me that. I didn't even see that.
I
about
may
to
have
send
taken
them an
it.
inbox right now. Hell yeah.
It was under the video which you did about the awards.
Yeah.
So the Mumble, which we'll talk about, the Mumble Mouth Award. I see you won. Congratulations on your trash bag award.
Thank you. Thank everybody.
See you. Thank Boomhauer. I support that. But your concepts, like I know based on what you're speaking of, I can see where you kind of get them from. But like to really put it all together, how are you really coming up with this? Is it a team? Is it a collaborative effort? Is it just you and you're just like sitting down?
People throw me ideas and stuff. I got a team of people that work with me, but for the most part, I come up with something that's either experience or what's actually going on in the rap game. It's like, how can I make fun of this? How can I make it funny? And then just from there, you gotta be kind of retarded and just work together. Okay?
Well, from start to finish, how long does it take you to do your sketches?
Good day's work, maybe like 8 hours, 10 hours sometimes.
Really?
You know? Yeah, you got the creative process. You got the actual making the song, which is making the beat, mixing and mastering the beat, doing the vocals, getting all that together. And then the actual filming and editing the film, which probably takes the most amount of time. Then you got to post it up and make sure everything is posted the right way on all the social media sites. And
right.
It's that's why I say like it's a lot of hats. It's like I'm doing like 10 different things with one video. So yeah, like.
Well, it cuts out the middleman, so you don't gotta pay. Everything comes back to Lucas.
You
get that copper soon.
All I gotta pay is my electric bill and my rent, and I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
So when you first hit maybe 1 million views on your video, which video went 1 million first, if you remember?
Rappers Back in the Day versus Rappers Today. I was rapping on the Ghostbusters beat.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you first hit 1 million, like, how did that make you feel? Did you?
Like, what the fuck?
1 million people have actually tuned in to what it is that you are doing.
I ain't
like,
never did nothing 1 million times. It's like that's a very big number. And then it was on World Star the next day, and I was like, it was crazy. The first skit did 300,000 like overnight, which is still that's a great number.
Absolutely.
And I remember my niece, she was in college at the time. We was just chatting back and forth on Facebook. Like every couple minutes, it was an extra 1,000 views, and we was just like, wow, like this joint is not slowing down. And then I did the one I'm talking about now. That did 1 million. And I was like, okay, all right. But the beats was selling, and not just the beats. Like people was hitting me up to mix their stuff, master their stuff, do features, do interviews. With like the whole business just opened up, and it's like that's really the beauty of utilizing the internet for whatever your brand is. you're reaching a lot of people at one time, mostly from the comfort of your own home, but you're reaching the entire world. People are tuned into you, and you can do business right then and there. Like, it's nothing like it.
Absolutely.
I shoot the majority of my skits in some shorts. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see me with a shirt on, but I got shorts on underneath. I ain't even got shoes on.
Please do like some outtake, like an outtake video one day, and someone just pans down, and we really just see like you're dressed from the waist up.
You gonna see a floor that need to be vacuumed too. You gonna see a Subway wrapper on the floor or something.
A $5 foot long wrapper.
Man, something. You gonna see some stuff, but nah, like. It's just being able to do that in your own element where you're comfortable and it's on your own schedule. It's like working for yourself. It's being your own boss. You know what I mean? Like, It's beautiful.
Absolutely. So I know that your sketches touch a lot on different things that are happening in hip hop and in music itself. And I know people may think, oh, he's just making fun or he's doing a parody. But let's really talk about how you feel about the state of hip hop, both locally and nationally. Like, how do you feel locally about the scene? Of musicians that we have coming out of our city in Maryland, Virginia, DC.
We got a lot of talent in the DMV, and my main thing is, you know, especially with what I got going on, to really see like the creativity isn't just in the music, it's how you put the music out there.
Right. Okay.
We have a lot of talented people. We here House Studios right now. We hear LX Harvey, he's talented producer, musician, writer, rapper, and we got Layla Capri, who's a hell of a rapper, and she's doing her thing right now too. So it's like we have these talented people. It's like, okay, let's come up with a creative way to actually push that brand. We don't really have much of a music industry in the DMV.
Right.
No matter what you got going on, you still got to go to New York, or you still got to go to LA, or you still got to go to Atlanta, or these different major cities where stuff is popping. And it's a bigger pool, so it's more fish in that pool, but at the same time, people still have a chance to stand out. And we had our people that stand out. Of course, Wale, Trail, Glizzy, Swipey, recipes of Swipey, you know what I'm saying? Like, different people, Scooter, different people that had something going on, and it's like, well, it's still a hump that we're trying to get over. And I'm trying to break barriers and do something that nobody's done. Because like that's my main thing. Like, what don't people do? What hasn't somebody tried, and what might work for me? Now I know it worked for me. It might not work for everybody else, but still, like I always tell artists, like, you gotta come up with a way or do something that nobody else has done, and that'll get your music heard. Because the music game is different nowadays, and this goes into the grand scheme of things. People are more interested in your personality, who you are, what you got going on. In the 90s, Love and Hip Hop would have, 30 views, and then it got canceled after a season or two. Or who knows? I don't know. I'm just paraphrasing, but like that's what people are into. And it's funny because people will watch Stevie J on Love and Hip Hop, but they don't know that Stevie J is the nigga that was producing like all the hits for Bad Boy. Right. And I tell people that I'm like, you just Love told you that, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, that's who did it. Yeah, so like, it's really about who the individual is. And of course, people are still making music, and their music is getting out for what it is, but people last longer as a brand, as an entity, just as a person. Kanye West is a prime example, because I don't even know what his album count is right now off the top of my head, but about everything Kanye got going on. It's not even just about his music. It's like him as a person, him trying to, break out in the fashion industry, and he's married to Kim Kardashian, and he's walking up during people's acceptance speeches and all that. I should have put that in the skit. I ain't not thinking that.